Here's your Farm and Ranch Report from the Montana Ag Network.
As we come back to the new news, looking to our farm and ranch headlines. USDA has reported they are cutting the expected corn crop by over 1 billion bushels from the previous forecast and boosting corn price prospects, along with soybean prices rising in sympathy due to weather in the Midwest. All these factors are spreading out into the livestock market and are having an impact.
We talk about tamping down beef production in both 19 and 2020 because feed prices rising so significantly means those animals are going to be sitting on pasture a bit longer. It's cheaper to keep them on pasture a little bit longer and have them eating grass and finish them on grain than it is to put them into the feedlot earlier and feed them that expensive grain to gain all that weight.
Now, because of those higher feed costs, it will push some beef production from this year to next and next year on to 2021. Beef output next year is still expected to be up from this year by 27.4 billion pounds, but the increase will be less than 1%. Unfortunately, demand for cattle has been a bit weak this spring, so USDA is trimming the forecast for 2020 steer prices, but they still should top this year by a little under $2 a hundredweight. Looking to more USDA news, Montana's crop progress report is out, and as expected, farmers in Pend Oreille and Cascade counties reported that a severe hailstorm late last week damaged crops, and initial loss estimates are still being reported. But crop conditions across the state for barley is reported at 16% excellent, 55% good, and 17% fair. Spring wheat was rated at 68% good to excellent, with 30% rated fair to poor. Winter wheat was 18% excellent with 61% good, 19% fair, and sugar beets came in at 85% excellent to good and 17% fair. Don't go away. We'll have a look at some programs you can participate in for the Montana Department of Agriculture coming up next.
Roots. They anchor CHS to Montana. Farmer owned with global connections. We're your partner in feed, fuel, agronomy, and grain. CHS Big Sky. Farmer owned with global connections.
What is it about Montana that people love? Is it the long lines, the traffic jams, or maybe it's the people? Well, whatever it is, Montana loves beef. The Montana Beef Council gets more beef on more plates through foodie events, cooking classes, beef cutting demonstrations, farm fairs, contests, and more. In order for half of your checkoff dollars to remain in Montana, producers need to sign the annual consent form.
This message was brought to you with consented beef checkoff dollars.
Roots. They anchor CHS to Montana. Farmer owned with global connections. We're your partner in feed, fuel, agronomy, and grain. CHS Big Sky. Farmer owned with global connections.
As we come back this afternoon, folks across Montana looking to create or expand their operation or agricultural business now have the opportunity to access state grant dollars as the 2019 funding cycle for the Growth Through Agriculture program is open. The GTA program was established by the legislature to strengthen and diversify Montana's agriculture industry by developing new ag products and processes. GTA funding requires the investment of at least $1 in matching funds for every $1 in grant or loan assistance received. Those interested in the program can visit gta.mt.gov and funding.mt.gov for more information on how to apply. And finally, hearings are underway this week regarding the expanded tariffs the Trump administration plans to impose on China. The tit-for-tat trade war escalated last month when the two nations failed to reach an agreement, and President Trump has pledged to impose tariffs on another $300 billion of Chinese goods coming into the U.S. U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer is holding the hearings this week as part of that process. Most of the hundreds of companies and trade groups giving testimony are opposed to the increased tariffs. In a written comment submitted by the National Association of State Departments of Agriculture, CEO Barb Glenn stated the organization believes there's a better solution to advancing free and fair trade with China, while also agreeing with the administration's findings of China's restrictive economic trade policies. And that's all the time we have for today. We'll send it right back over to the news desk.
All right, thank you so much, Lane. Now, as promised, Glacier National Park officials say crews are on track to complete reconstruction of the famous Sperry Chalet in Glacier. That reconstruction is expected to be completed by October. Now, the second phase of the 2-year project begins July 1st. The phase includes some masonry work, finishing the roof, and completing the chalet's interior. As you can imagine, the work is challenging. Crews have to hike in. Many of the materials have to be delivered by helicopter. The Sperry Chalet kitchen and dining hall, though, will be open this summer for the construction crews and the public. It's quite the project up there, Ed.
Yeah, and all that snow in those scenes,
Right.
They could look like reality here as we start getting
Keep
into
the
this
parka
weekend.
handy, you're telling us.
That's for sure. Looking for temperatures the next couple of days to be very warm, 70s to low 80s, showers and thunderstorms, especially through central and south central Montana, but that cool down in store for the weekend.
Keep that parka handy, as we mentioned. Thanks for joining us here on the Noon News today. Have a great day.
At Benefis Health System, we know that you have people, and sometimes pets, that rely on you. Which is why maintaining your health with preventative care is so important. The experts at Benefis are here to help. Our primary care services are dedicated to your overall wellness, so that you can live the life you love, with the ones you love. Because you're not just our patients, you're our neighbors. A tradition of advanced care. Learn more at benefis.org.
Golf season is here. Don't miss your chance to visit over 50 courses throughout the region. Head to mtndeals.com to get your Golf and Go Summer Pass. The best courses for only $99.
Located east of Havre, the Prairie Farms Golf Course is a 9-hole course located in the trees along the scenic Milk River.
Log on now to mtndeals.com for a full list of courses and to get your Golf and Go Summer Pass for just $99.